Hello. This video will cover some of the major additions that have happened over the past few months. I'll go from most recent to oldest. So first is saving. So now if your game breaks up early and you want to hold on to your marking so far, you can click the little save icon, you'll get a file, and then later when everyone comes back together, you can drop that file back in, and your sheets and their markings will appear. Voila. This also works on mobile devices with a caveat. If you are on an iPad, you will need iOS 13. iOS 13 has been kind of rough, but now that it's up to 13.2.2, I think, a lot of stuff has been ironed out. But we will need iOS 13 in order to save files on an iPad. So that's that. All right. Speaking of iOS, the next change is the addition of the print button on all devices, including iOS devices and iPad devices and stuff like that. So it used to be that iOS printing was really bad or pretty much not doable. Now it works pretty okay. So now you can print sheets from any device, which is nice. All right, the oldest and last major thing to go over is manual mode. So way back in early September, the minimum functionality for a sheet became manual marking. It used to be that some sheets were markable. They would have a little hand icon with a pencil, and some sheets were print only. Now sheets either have automations or they're just manually markable. So for example, this sheet comes up, it says too many weapons, manual mark only, it says what manual mark mode is, blah, blah, blah. Now, a sheet that's can only be marked manually will not have an obligation strip up top. And by that I mean this black bar with buttons. That is gone. And everything is manual. You mark your heat, it doesn't show you any rolls. You can zoom in like normal, I guess. No crits, no wounds, no nothing. So you can fill in dots and that's about it. I guess it will update the inventory if you lose weapons, like so. Which is handy, but that's about it. Oh, with ammo, you can decrement it manually and increment it. If you need to, you can just empty it off, like so. If you need to dump it. I guess it will also note heat sinks and integral damage, like so. But you get no rolls, you get no piloting checks. All that stuff is gone. And by gone, I don't mean gone, I guess I mean it's not there, because before you could only print this kind of sheet. If you prefer to play this way and don't want to use any automations at all, you can pull up a sheet with automations and then turn them all off for that sheet. So here I have this Falcon. It allows me to, right now the automations are on, so I can kind of mark its movement, and it'll track heat, and it'll track ammo, and then it'll let me declare shots, and yada, yada, yada. I can turn all of this off. If I go to Overview, right here, and I set to full manual, confirm it, and all that's gone. So now it works like kind of a dumb sheet, so to say. The icon should go away. That's a bug. But all the automations are off just for this sheet. These sheets' automations are still on. There's an important caveat to this. Let's pull up so this is a sheet with automations. A sheet with automations will give you the calculator, but you cannot shoot at units that are in manual mode. It's just a limitation. If you want to use manual mode, it's full manual. And by manual, I mean full manual. There's no damage. There's not even damage, what do you call it, overflow. So, yeah, I guess that's it for that. I guess another small thing, as I do updates, I try and throw in a couple weapons or a weapon or two that may be missing. So I think since September, there's now there's like ER flamers and extended range LRMs and hand style LRMs, or maybe something else. But there's like another 100 sheets or so. If you're looking for kind of weird, more dark agey stuff, you may find some of that now in the catalog. Not again, if you, in case you don't know, you go to the equipment support page and it'll list out everything that's in there. It's not everything, sorry, but I try and add a couple of stuff once a month or every time I update. And I think with that, that's all. Thanks a lot.